Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, I'm going to do a comparison video between what I call the old style EK Archery £80 self-cocking crossbows and the new style Redback self-cocking crossbow. And the reason I call them old style and new style is these ones have a very basic trigger mechanism and safety, and in my opinion quite outdated and not very safe, whereas these newer style ones, which are the Horizone Redback, the RMX Tomcat 2 and the Tron, have a lot more better trigger mechanism, which I'll show you a demonstration of. So yeah, let's do a demo, let's do a power test, safety features and all of that, and we'll do a comparison of them. So the first thing I'll do is a bit of a tabletop and talk about some of the features on them. So both crossbows have 17-inch limbs. Both crossbows also have a 6-inch power stroke. Both are ABS overall sort of build. So they are pretty similar. It's just the Redback has more features. I'll quickly show you the EK Archery. So here is the safety here, and as I mentioned before, it's a very basic safety. You can see a little sort of spring there. That holds the safety in position, but it also stops the bolt going too far back. You've got the little spring sort of arm there to hold the bolt down. But on this one, pretty much everything is made of plastic, apart from these arms and a couple of little bits. Has a very basic front sight, but perfectly adequate, and a basic back sight, again perfectly adequate, just you know, older style. The arms pull the string back and down, so they run along this channel, which means they are putting friction on the string because it's pulling it downwards to get down into the groove. Once the string is in the groove, there's nothing stopping it coming out, because the safety is literally just stopping the trigger moving. And the trigger, if you can see there, just pushes the string up. Can you see that? That's why it's harder to pull the trigger, because you're physically pushing the string up. There's the little handle to cock it, which is again a little bit smaller than the Redback. The Redback you can get 2 fingers on. This one you can really only get 1. And not really much space to put accessories on this one. There's no weaver rail, nothing like that, and even the rail at the back is 12mm, so you can't actually put a weaver rail style sight on there. And to be honest, most sights nowadays, you know, you can still buy 12mm ones, but if you buy a lot of sights nowadays, especially red dots, they are weaver rail rather than 12mm like that. But you can buy adapters for that. There's the arm to cock it with, which is around about the same length as the Redback, and the little clasp there. So that was the EK Archery. Here is the Redback. So this Redback has been quite extensively used, so you'll see a little bit of wear on it. The trigger mechanism for this one is much more like a full-size crossbow, where you have sort of 2 protruding sort of fingers that hold the string back, and the bolt can actually go right back touching the string. Under there you might be able to see is a anti-dry fire mechanism that once the crossbow is cocked, that drops down, so if this misfired without a bolt in it, the string would just catch that. And the only way to fire it, you put the bolt in, that pushes the anti-dry fire up, you can then push the safety forward. The Redback sights are made of plastic but has a nice fibre optic bit at the front there, and then the sights at the back have elevation and windage. That's the safety mechanism there, ambidextrous. Again, I mentioned the arms are about the same length. This one can have a lanyard put on, so you'd have there's a lanyard hole there, and on most Redbacks there would be a hole here, but that's missing on mine. The front handle can fit 2 fingers on, or you could fit a cocking aid on. Due to having the weaver rail, means you can put things like a cocking aid, a quiver, foregrip handle, torch, loads of things. And again with the back, the rail at the back is a weaver rail, so you could put most red dot sights straight on this, no issue. And you can even get an accessory on the back there like a peek through sight, so you can have open sights and a telescopic sight. Much larger bolt holding arm on this one. Yeah, that is the Redback. So that's the main differences really, but you can see that the Redback and the Archery prods are completely different sizes. You can see that the Redback's probably got 2mm thickness more than the Archery one. So I will now go on to a test showing you the actual draw weight of these and then some penetration tests. So I'm going to do the draw weight test on this brand new Archery £80 self-cocking crossbow. This has never been fired, it's just been strung. It's been strung for about a day. So I'll take this luggage stow, I'll set it to 0, pull back the string, and this should show the poundage. This only goes up to 75 pounds, so if this was a 280 it would make it go right to the top, but none of them ever do anyway. I'm going to have to hold this like this when I do it, well, I'll see. So the scale went to about 63, which isn't bad. That's pretty good for one of these. That's about the same as the Tron. So we'll do the same test now. This has been set to 0. I'll pull it back and we'll see how much the draw weight is. And as you can see there, that has gone to 72 pounds. So a good deal stronger, but still not the advertised £80. Redback, Redback, Archery, Archery. Redback, Archery. Right, so the first Archery one bounced off. The second Archery one did actually penetrate, but as you can see it didn't penetrate very much in. The first Redback right up to the flights, second one, nearly up to the flights. So you can tell there is a difference there. Right, so there you go. You can see that there is visibly a power difference. There is definitely a draw weight difference. Nothing I've ever tested ever has the poundage that they advertise, but the Redback is a lot closer to what it should be, 72 to 75 pound out of the 80, whereas this one is 62 for the 80 pound. So yeah, and this is brand new as well. This had never been shot when that had been done, and this Redback has actually been strung for probably over 5 years now. Still going strong. It's still got the same string as well. So yeah, hell of a big difference. And these are certainly not a toy. You know, there's still a decent bit of power in these. It's just they're not as strong as the Redback and the Tomcat 2. The safety features are very minimal, and there's literally on this one nothing stopping the string just shooting out, even when it's on safety, because all the safety mechanism on this one does is just stops the trigger pushing the string up. But there's nothing stopping you accidentally bumping that string up with your hand. Whereas, as I've shown on the Redback, it's got anti-dry fire mechanism, it's got multiple safeties, and you know, just a lot safer in the long run. A lot more poundage to try and pull the trigger on this one, because you're physically pushing up the string. This one a lot lighter. Yeah. And one thing I do like about these, you can fill these with accessories as well, which you would have seen me while I was shooting. Which I make most of those accessories as well. There's a shop link below if you want to see that. Before I go, I just thought I'd show you some of my crossbow accessories, which you may have seen in this video. So I do sell quivers that will fit the Redback, Tomcat 2, or any crossbows that have a weaver rail on. I do cocking aid bayonets. Most won't be tanto though. They're normally just a sort of clip point Bowie style blade. But there's a cocking aid that fits on the front, acts like a handle. I sell broadhead bolts, which you can't actually buy those anywhere else. You can buy cheaper versions with very thin blades, but these ones I'm the only person who makes those. And then you've got slings and a couple of other things. In the description there's a link to my shop. Check it out, see if you like anything. Bayonets are out of stock at the minute, but I should have some ready in a week or two. So yeah, there you go. That is a comparison between the EK Archery £80 self-cocking crossbow and the Horizone Redback £80 self-cocking crossbow. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, share. Definitely subscribe. If you do subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications. And I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.